Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's showtime. Guild Wars 1. With all the foo-for-raw, that's a fancy word, going on about Guild Wars Reforged. I thought I'd poke at it a bit again. We'll just create a character in the Pre-Searing and play around a little bit. Prophecies is first, I do believe. That's Pre-Searing Ascalon, I do believe. We're going to make a Necromancer as the primary class. I have a name already. I deleted an old character. It was only level 3, so. I cannot bring myself to make myself look like that. I just can't. Oh, sorry. Hair color. No, hairstyle. There we are. I can work with the with the mohawk. Silver, definitely silver. Face, kind of like the old pockmarked one. Oh, blank eyes isn't bad. Yeah, like that one. Skin color. Come on, you're a necromancer. Oh, that one looks a little bit more diseased than the sheer white. Yeah, it looks like he's got some sort of horrifying purulent disease. Oh, it helps if I press the damn button, doesn't it? Well, this time it was only less than 3 minutes. 10 minutes the other day. I even did the It's Showtime. You missed me make my gestures that were theatrical and unnecessary. Well, we don't want everything to just be gray. What do we want for our emphasis color? How about that? They consider that orange, I assume? Looks a little bit like Enameled and Blaze, which is one of my favorite colors from Guild Wars. Track that one down if you don't have it. It's great in that it has really nice contrast between the dye sub-channels, which will make the textures on items just really pop. Next, body scale. Body scale. That'll do. There we go. Prolix verbose. Ascalon, take me down to Ascalon City. Sorry.
The last day dawns on the kingdom of Ascalon. It arrives with no fanfare.
The last
no
day?
tolling of alarms.
Well, that's a spoiler. Come on, man. Spoiler alert.
Those who will remember will speak fondly of the warm morning breeze. People carry on with their daily lives, unaware that in a short while...
Oh my god, spoilers.
Everything they have ever known will come to an end.
It'll burn.
Scribe? Yes, my lord. These Char are relentless, but we shall hold the wall at all costs. Yes, my lord. Take this message to Sir Titus. Go forth and recruit the strongest, the smartest. Bring to me the bravest.
Well, I mean,
all of Ascalon.
smartest, Strongest.
Find me the heroes
Bravest.
who will lead our kingdom to glory.
What?
As you command, my king.
Adelburn. Well, it just doesn't go well for me. Spoiler. They are doing Reforged, which is not a remaster or a remake. It's a Reforged. Basically, the game is not changing, but things like UIs and stuff. We'll be seeing some change and support for stuff like the Steam Deck. Excuse me. You're prolix verbose, aren't you? I think Sir Titus was looking for you. He said he had some good news for you. I like good news. And I cannot. Go to the town square in Ascalon City. Lots of players. But then I think that's always the case from what Wooden Potato said yesterday, I think, about the announcement. There's always at least 2 full map instances in pre-burning. And basically, there are people who never leave the pre-burning area. There you are, my friend. I'm glad you're here. I have news that I think you'll appreciate. I've been looking for you everywhere. Prolix verbose, the king has ordered new offensive against the Char. This is your chance for glory and adventure. But you'll need to know more about your craft before going north of the wall. Tell you what, travel to the southwest gate, which will take you to Lakeside Country. I'll have Verata the Necromancer waiting for you outside. He can show you a trick or two. Thank you, Sir Titus. On my way. That Sir Titus seems very nice. I'm sure he's a delight. Oh, that doesn't work. Pardon the sudden me running away. I'm sure a lot of people can understand that I actually tried to jump. Not recommended. Doesn't work. Ooh, we have Namar over here. I have no idea what Namar wants. Prince Rurik. Raiding with a party of 10. Niena SLC. Thank you very, very much. Hope the stream was awesome. Thank you for the raid. Hi, guys. I'm Lens. I assume you were playing Guild Wars. I have played Guild Wars in the past. Not extensively. Last time, the community was extremely generous in helping me out with advice and even some fat loot. And I got my first character ever up to the cap. And now that Reforged has been announced, I wanted to poke my head back in and run around in Pre-Searing. So hi, guys. I'm Lens. Welcome. Thank you again very, very much for the raid. Really do appreciate it. If you come here for elite tactics and strategies for Guild Wars, wrong. I have familiarity, but not a particularly deep familiarity with it. Lieutenant, follow the road southwest from town to Ashford and Simpson. You'll find Miller Upton. Ask him to help Namar. Fair enough. No, I don't want to cancel that quest, actually. I don't want to abandon it. I now have 2 quests. It'll be interesting to see what happens. Is it on the 5th that the Reforged becomes available? undoubtedly we'll see, it's the third, undoubtedly we'll see populations rise. I thought what Teapot had to say, not Teapot, sorry, Wooden Potatoes had to say today. He said that, Pre-Searing always has a couple of full instances running, and he wonders as to how many are going to show up on the third. Guild Wars 2 enjoying? I have enjoyed VOE. I've had some personal niggling issues with some of the implementations. I'm not a fan of putting the collection quests in the main storyline. Every single one of those had problems for me. There's quests where you have a hard cap where you can only pick up 10 fruit and deliver it. You try to pick up an 11th fruit, and it says, come back tomorrow and pick up some more fruit. And I've never seen that kind of gatekeeping in Guild Wars 2 outside of, making certain legendaries or getting mount quests, really extensive long-term projects. But the expansion is quite good. So my issues are not with the storytelling or the gameplay or the expansion. It's some of the implementations I'm not nuts about. But at least a 7 on a 10 scale. Probably a 7.5. Thank you very much for the follow, Nina SLC. Salt Lake City? Just guessing, because I think that's the airport code. I have a spiel for that. Here it comes. Welcome to my humble little stream of misfunction, malfunction, dysfunction, and frequently complete and total unfunction. You're most welcome indeed, and thank you very much for the follow. So overall, I would say VOE is a success. In fact, I think I like it better than the last expansion. I think the first map in Janther Wilds was great, but the second map was terrible. Both of the maps are solid here. Nickname your guildmates gave you. Well, the one that always stuck with my guildmates, the ones from Lord of the Rings Online, they still call me Spongo. So you could do a lot worse. Come closer. Look Verata in the eyes. Yes, now you'll learn the true power of the dark. I'll take my XP. Go to the river and kill a scale so that I can animate a bone horror from its corpse. Well, who doesn't like bone horrors? Inventory. I have things. Skills and attributes. I have none. I have to use the defaults. Raid and run. Have a great rest. Enjoy pre-searing. Thank you very much. I appreciate the raid, and don't worry about the raid and run. Oh, sometimes you've just got to kill some scales. And we have a bone horror. Klaatu Barada Nikto. Yeah, that's an excellent... hopefully you're referring to the original, The Day the Earth Stood Still. Because the Keanu one, not great. Fantastic. Raising a bone minion, isn't it? Nothing quite like controlling the undead. This guy needs to get out a little. You'll need to see another trainer before you learn a trick like that, but I'll give you a couple of skills so that you can begin your training in becoming a true necromancer. I'll head in the city and inform Sir Titus that you passed the first test. Okay. Oh, it fell over. That's so sad. What do we got? Deathly Swarm. Flies out slowly and deals 30 cold damage. Hits 2 additional foes in the area. And Vampiric Gaze. Steals health. 10 mana. 2 casting costs, or casting time, I assume, and 6 on the cooldown. 1 and 8. Right. Or tenant. Back there. You're the necromancer Sir Titus was telling me about, aren't you? Well, I imagine he's right that you've got potential. But potential won't save you from a char firestorm. Experience will. I suggest you head southwest to Ashford and talk to Devona. Doom, 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 doom. My Devona. She's bound to have a task or two for you. I think she's the NPC featured on the announcement for Reforged. Lena the healer. Hello, Lena. All the dangers and stuff. I tell you what, if you promise to do your adventuring with an ally, I'll gladly give you a signet that can resurrect party members. Well, that sounds nice. I would like that. And Gwen. You know, if only she had joined a convent, we never would have had to put up with Logan. Left your flute by the river, but there are lots of scary monsters. Well, I can find it for you. I'm a hero, you know. Logan Thackeray. Logan Thackeray is vanilla ice cream without the vanilla. Core Logan's voice work was never very good, I thought. I don't blame him, though, because it's the same voice actor who did Theron Shan, I think, in Star Wars The Old Republic, and that voice work was spot on the nose. Playing Last Epoch? Well, yeah, I've played a lot of Last Epoch. I bought it in the early access phase and have enjoyed it a lot. And frankly, have been playing it more than either of the PoEs the last few times where there have been, new leagues and stuff. Who do I have to talk to? No, that's Gwen. But I didn't get what she needs, so I guess it's telling me that she's selected. You find your flute? No, it's on the other side of the river. Well then. Well then we'll just have to kill some scale. Next time, start with that lens. Water wand? Water? What are we going to do with that? I am really sorry. 4 to 6. Currently, that's the starter truncheon. Are we using that in view of a wand? Plus 20%. I've obtained a new weapon. Open my inventory, clicking and selecting. Double click to equip it. Have a deathly swarm. Oh, nice. Like that. That seemed to do quite a nice job on him. How about for you, little scarecrow? Oh, yeah. I am certainly showing them what for. Scale fin. There's the broken flute. They broke Gwen's flute. Logan is not going to be happy. That was a family heirloom that he'll never get. Well, let's return to Gwen. I know. Who does a thing like that? Well, they're dead, so. But I didn't break their flute. So I think that is, good. Here's your broken flute. Wow. Gwen, chill. Thanks for finding my flute. Oh no, it's broken. Now I'm going to have to get a new one. Can I follow you? Yes, you may follow me, Gwen. Why not? I can't help it. Every time I see Ashford, I think Ashford and Simpson. I'm old. What can I say? I didn't break it. No, I found it. It was already broken. I'm innocent of that. Not of most things that I would be accused of. But I am innocent of that. We have a bandit fire starter. Well, how about a little ice? Oh. This isn't good. When I grow up, I'm going to be a hero like my daddy. I'd like to be a warrior, but the Mesmer's outfits seem neat. I entirely intended to do that as an example of what not to do. I hope you've learned my lesson. Right? Everyone has learned my lesson? Good, I'm glad to hear it. Hi, Gwen, welcome back. You gonna follow me again? Yay. I will not be going up that way again, as that guy, well, he's almost dead. So I'm gonna finish him because he had the temerity to send me to the res circle. Aha! Well, I showed him I've got a worn belt from him. So now his pants will fall down in the afterlife. Burn. Do I currently have one of those? Oh, I guess it's a junk item. Fine, it's a junk item, I think. It has been a while since I played, so forgive me. The J for the log, L for the log. Further adventures, let's see. That way, or adventure with ally, or tenant. Well, those are all in that direction, so gosh darn it, we'll just go that way. It's actually difficult to not hit space. Quiet down there. My tummy is talking. Hello, Hamish. What can we sell to him? Okay, we can't sell that. That's what we're using that. I think we can just sell them all. And the starter truncheon. We'll drop there. There's a graveyard. Well, eventually we'll want to hang out there. Oops. It'll be interesting to see. I assume we're going to see a lot more people coming into Guild Wars with the Reforge. It'll be interesting to see the reaction to, an older game that is not an MMO. And that has, a more deliberate gameplay and also a slower pace of play overall, and also some, old school mechanics. Glad you've come. Can't seem to shake the feeling that there's trouble on the horizon. Well, there's a reason they call this the Pre-Searing. It's because it's before the Searing. Seems logical to expect that there's going to be a Searing. I've heard talk among the townsfolk of unsettling rumors coming from Mirak. My God, my eyes are going. The scribe, instead of babbling to random strangers, he ought to send word to the authorities if it's come across something truly important, but I'm sure he's too engrossed in his books. Well, let's talk to Pitney. Ah, these worms will be the death of me. They've driven me off my farm. Worms love devour eggs, right? Can you get a devour egg from Fadden Hathorn for me? I'll use it to lure the queen into the open, and you can squash her like a bug she is. That seems a little harsh, but Prince Rourke and Lady Althea are going to get married. Okay. Thank you, Gwen. It's good to know. Quiet down there. A massive honeycomb. Swarm of bees. I'm going to drop that for now. All day long, we turn the stone and grind the wheat. Just turn the stone and grind the wheat just once. I'd like there to be a little excitement in my life. So what do you want? I'm sorry, I really can't worry about helping Namar until I get rid of these damnable bees. There you go. I think you can give me a hand. Take one of the honeycombs lying on the ground and use it to lure the bees across the bridge. If you lure those 3 swarms of bees away, I'll be able to think straight again. Okay. It's bee luring time. I am carrying the worm problem. Poor tenant. Was it across the... Use the honeycomb, treat the bee, it swarms across the bridge. This bridge. It's bee-luring. Well, that's the one that does come right after A-luring, so yeah, I guess. Everybody come? We've only got one. The other 2 got stuck. How bees can get stuck, when they fly, I'm not sure. Bees? Are you guys coming? Do I have to draw them across one at a time? Well, we did come across, and this one didn't, stop. He keeps following. Now he's not. Okay. Maybe we can attract the other 2. Perhaps a dance? They don't seem to be following. Maybe if I drop and re-pick up. It's going reasonably well. Thank you for asking. I hope your day is going well. Are they following me now? They don't seem to be following. Gwen is following, but they're not following. Why are they not following? Use the honeycomb. I can't. Nothing's happening with them. One more day until Thanksgiving PTO. That is a good thing. Super Dave World has followed. You also will now get my spiel. Welcome to my humble little stream of misfunction, malfunction, dysfunction, and frequently complete and total unfunction. You're most welcome indeed, and thank you very, very much for the follow. Perhaps if I drop it on the other side. I spent many years working from Sunday through Thursday, which meant that I spent a number of Thanksgivings at work. Okay, maybe if we come over here, we can get them to dislodge themselves. I have a swarm of bees, 2 swarms of bees that won't follow me. It wasn't great, but it was triple time for working on a holiday. Miller Upton, your bees are stuck. I don't suppose you're going to actually... I can't bust the bees loose. Or their knees. Now, the funny thing about that job was because it was triple time, whether you were hourly or salaried, a lot of times during the Christmas vacation, the managers would work our shifts for the triple time. Okay. Is there anything I can do to get these bees to unstick? Because I can't figure it out. Let's see. I'm going to Google. I am curious. Grab the massive honeycomb, approach each swarm until it follows you. Use the honeycomb to lure the bees. They stopped following me. That's the problem. They don't follow me anymore. Okay, it is time for the age-old fix-it. Of logging out and back in again. Have I tried turning it off and on again? Boy, have I ever tried turning things off and on again. It would have been better to go to the Abbey. True. And also true. My professional existence was... I worked in IT, so yes, turning it off and on again is my default solution to pretty much everything. Okay, she's following me now. We'll try again. First, we're going to murder some more scale, because we can. He's not dead. Why isn't he dead? Got an earth scroll. Where do you think you're going, sir? I have played in the past. I managed to get a character up to level 20 the last time I played with help from the community. I am not conversant. So I have played it a good chunk, but I mostly don't know what I'm doing, I think is a fair statement. The community was very, very helpful and kind. I've found that to be the case a lot of times in games that are older and more of a niche, is the community is always anxious to help out new players. Played when first released, only got to level 10. Wife and I are excited to try Reforged. It's the Reforged announcements that got me to poke my head back in and play around with it a little more. Maybe? I mean, it isn't too terribly long before it's coming out, so I may give it an additional going through, but yeah, I found the player base to be extremely helpful and friendly. We got swarms of bees. It looks like we have all 3 swarms of bees, so we can try again. No, the bees have all returned to their initial location, as has the massive honeycomb. Alright, he's following me, he's following me. We've got 2 of them. Now we have 3 of them. But we need to get to the other side of the bridge, and I'm going to kill... Are the scales there? No, it doesn't look like they're actually, like, waiting on the other side of the bridge. Okay, come on, all 3 of you guys this time. Come on. Come with me. Looks like they're all coming. 2 of them are stuck again. Why do bees hate me? Now all 3 of them are stuck. What have I done? Am I not supposed to take them to the other side? I thought I was. Yeah, I'm supposed to take them to the other side. Guys? Bees? Okay, we'll try the Abbey location, I suppose, or we can come back here later. You just can't believe it. You know? As a streamer, you remind me of someone I know who does that side of sort of humor to streamers, and that's me. I can't realistically complain because that's the kind of stuff that I do. And yet, maybe I could still complain. No, I can't bring myself. Hey, it's Aragorn! Just kidding. Ashford Abbey. Let us go in there, and perhaps when we return, we can take another stab at the bees. Oh God, not the bees! Your act described. I leave the delving into dungeons to others. To my mind, uncovering the secrets of an ancient text is excitement enough. Devona sent you? Bless her. She knows I could use the help. I have important messages, of course you do. I'm sure they're terribly important. Must be delivered to Armin Saberlin in Ascalon City. Received a vision from Duena. Yeah, sure. She warned me that something dire is developing among the Char. The city must be alerted. I'm on my way. Let's see. New necromancer trainer. in here or outside? That is through there, which is into the Abbey proper, I think. Right? Oh, we have a statue of Dwayna. Dwayna the bathtub, I'm drowning. Oh, God, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry about that. Can I help you today? Here to offer your services those in need. A monk's mission. Ah, Menlo. That's if I want to add monk as a second class, I believe. Now let's see. Unsettling rumors. That's for me to deliver the message back. That's probably... I had almost completely forgotten there was fast travel. Which I think you'll admit would be kind of silly, but there we are. Armin? A message from Mirak, is it? Let me see that. This is grave news indeed. Will I get a level? Sir Titus wants you to take a second profession before you face the Char, right? I think he's right to say so. A second profession gives you access to all of the skills and most of the attributes of that profession. It's a big decision, not to be taken lightly. You might wish to see trainers for several professions. Okay, that makes sense. Their trainer said, giving you direction. Probably something less castery. Ranger, maybe? Monk? Monk have healing, right? Well, let's talk. Master Ranger Nente is near the edge of the woods. Turn south. Keep an eye out. Signs Regent Valley should be fine. How about Monk? Having a little heal would probably be helpful. I'll be on my way. And he was back. Menlo was back in the Abbey. I should have asked after the Necromancer trainer to see if they've got more skills for me. I have played a few times in the past, streamed it for a bit, long enough to get one character to level 20 with help from the community. I am by no means conversant in the game. I would say I'm familiar with it, because I've played it for years. I bought the collector's edition not too long after it came out. And it's a game I like, but it's never grabbed me. Unlike 2, which I have more than 5,000 hours in. Brother Menlo. Show me the light! Well, before we head in there, I'd like to do more stuff outside. We'll see if the bees are behaving. If they are behaving to get there before Super Dave. Or if they've just returned to their place. I am seeing what seems to be, if you'll pardon the obvious pun, bugged behavior from the bees. Okay, presumably they have moved back over here by the mill. No, I've been, with the upcoming Reforged, I wanted to sort of stick my head back in and reacquaint myself a little bit. And maybe I'll be playing at the launch on the 3rd, I believe. Okay, so we pick up the honeycomb. the bees start to follow. This is the expected and appropriate behavior. Make sure we get all 3 of the swarms of bees. We have all 3 swarms of bees. Now, what happens, I'm supposed to take them to the other side of this bridge here. What keeps happening is I get to the bridge and 2 or all 3 just stop following. And I can't unstick them. The first time I did it, 1 of the bees followed me. The others did not. Two of them are following me this time, but not, I think, the third. I'm cursed. Now, funnily enough, 1 of the bees is following me back to the other side, where maybe now it will get stuck again. Bees are notoriously bugged. I feel better about it. There's a trick for the bees. Lead them under the bridge. Isn't that a song? Pretty sure that's a song. Aha. Okay, I will do that then. We'll return to the Abbey and exit, and we'll make it work. Thank you very much. See, this is what I mean when I said my experience with Guild Wars 1. Like a lot of the older games that have loyal player bases, is they tend to be extremely generous and helpful to new, or in my case, not entirely new players. I found exactly the same thing happens with City of Heroes. I even had it in some not quite so older games. The ESO community was very, very helpful. That tends to be the case for the older games with really loyaling? Totally a word. Promise. Wouldn't make that up. Really loyal followers. Well, there's Devona again. Let me talk to her first. Is they tend to want to help. The similar thing happened with Guild Wars 2. I've explained in the past. A lot of new players are coming to Guild Wars 2 these days because a fair number of prominent streamers have started playing and really enjoying it. And then people talk about, they're on Reddit, they talk about how incredibly welcoming the community is. And the reason is actually pretty simple. It's for years. If people said, what game are you playing? You go, oh, I'm really enjoying Guild Wars 2. They'd go, isn't that game dead? And so for years, we had to assure people the game wasn't dead. And so now that people are coming in and playing, it's like, we want to make sure that we show them the game that we love so much. So we try to help. Sometimes we can be aggressively helpful. A little bit too helpful. If that's a thing. All right, we were working on the poor tenant and his bee issue. Exactly, been in town all day answering questions from new players. Yep. That is exactly what I would expect. And I would imagine on the 3rd, I believe it is, it's going to be a bonking zoo. Pre-Searing Ascalon is going to be an absolute zoo. Okay, I think I probably want to murder the scale. No, I guess I can go under the bridge. Come on, bees. Come with me. But I imagine for the old-time players, it'll actually be enjoyable. Okay, they're still moving. That, having people wanting to play, okay, drop the item, multiple mobs, this is not great. we got him dead. Pick back up the honeycomb. You guys gonna follow me this time? Come on. Come on. Don't be recalcitrant. Was that the sound of it finishing? Return to the... hey, I'll drop the item. I'm a loot-centric gamer. There's no way I'm not picking up the loot. Sleep well. Thank you for hanging out, as always. I appreciate that very much. I may just have to play Guild Wars again on the 3rd. Just to hang around in Pre-Searing Ascalon and see what kind of zoo it is with new players. Wooden Potatoes said that there's always a couple of instances open with the old school players who have characters who never leave Pre-Searing. Thank you, Mr. Dedrowick. I appreciate that. Sleep well. Have a great rest of your night. Let's see. Monk's Mission. New Necromancer Trainer. I could use that. That's in Lakeside County, Haversdam. So excited for the new Reforged. I can't say I was excited. It didn't seem like this, for me, as massive changes. But then again, I'm not conversant with the game. I'm familiar, but so the changes didn't seem enormously big to me. But if it increases the number of players, that makes it important, makes it worthwhile, and inherently a good thing. I have to go in. Seems like I have to go in. I don't want to go into the freaking venture with an ally. Oh, I'd have to play with a person. Playing with people. Ew! Who does that? Go north from Ashford to find a road. Green Hills. Once in Green Hills County. Question at least 3 locals. Okay, so that is a map change. The worm problem. A devourer egg. Well, that... How much trouble could there be getting a devourer egg? Yeah, so I think that the Reforged announcement is extremely good news for the game and the community. It'll bring a lot of players in. And some percentage of those are going to stick, because there is an enormous amount of good stuff in the game. And the potential of new content, even if it's, at this point, all nothing but hand-waving and hopes. That possibility, I expect for the community, is a real boon, a real morale improver, so to speak. What do we have? Bane Signet deals 26 holy damage. Causes knockdown if the target foe is attacking, and healing. Okay, yeah, I can do all of those things. Let's start that, and we'll hit him with this. And we'll just finish him off with some good old-fashioned wand spam. Well, we have Devourer and Devourer eggs on the other side of the hill. How can... Oh, is it a cave? We'll just work our way around then. We have our first Carrion Devourer. No, 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 no. He's level 10. We do not want to attack him. We need to run away. I just think level 10 is a slight overreach guaranteed to get us dead in a hurry. Level 1, that's much more my speed. Ooh, a water staff. Five to 7. Current one is 4 to 6. And the staff has skill recharge of spells, energy +3. Unidentified. I need to identify it. I had forgotten about identification scrolls. Is that an NPC for identification? I don't recall. I think it's scrolls. Or something similar to scrolls. We definitely don't want to go that way, then. That seemed really unoptimal, not really a word. Suboptimal. Buy ID kit from every merchant for 100 gold. Thank you. That's like 10 charges, if memory serves. Not that I would trust my memory on this one, because it's my memory. Ah, level 1 Carrion Devourers. That's much better. I like them much better. Level 10 anythings at this point. Anything red. Not my favorite. Hi, Kaylee. Searching for 3 Grawl necklaces. Right, I had forgotten about those. The sort of gathering quests. Level 1. I much prefer level 1. Got a cleaver. Whackety whackety whack. Just a little health drain, you know, between friends. I do not want to know how that second Devourer was carrying a longbow. Level 10 aloe seed. That is again level 10, and I'm not happy about level 10 things. They do not make me happy. I will go so far as to say they make me unhappy. But this does look like we can get in over here. You're right, it does. I am less afraid, thank you. The old man's eyes are going. A dash between the L in level and the number would serve to help the old blind man. I guess this is a place where Reforged might improve the UI. I don't know, is there a font scaling? I have no idea. Text language. Damage text size, field of view, camera rotation. Doesn't look like font scaling is part of the announced changes. Okay, then that is a big deal for me, unsurprisingly. You there, you look like a sturdy necromancer. Reward 150 experience and 2 Devour Eggs. I'll protect Fadden. Oh my god, I have to keep somebody alive? No! Escort quests! The Egg Hunter. Escort Fadden into the Devourer's cave and keep him safe while he gathers eggs. Dull Carapace. Sometimes you just got to kill some Devourers, you know? The font scaling will be a big improvement for, an old guy like me who can't make out the tiny text. And I'm not even, at particularly high resolutions, so... So I'm already sold. Look, there's an egg. Yes, there is. He appears unmanned by the Devourers. How many eggs do I have to get? No, all you can do is go to the graphics tab and put interface size on larger. Do that. Options, interface. Larger. Click the checkbox to toggle interface elements off and on. Well, if it's checkable, graphics tab next to general. That would do. Interface size large. That's better, thank you. Did he get the Devourer's eggs? You lack the necessary finesse to remove the delicate egg. Well, did you get all the eggs there? Keep him safe while he gathers eggs. How many eggs has he got to gather? Whoop. Hey, you weren't there a second ago. Foul, no fair. We have a hidden stash. Well, I'll take that, and that. Thank you again. The other day I had trouble reading the back of the Tylenol bottle. It's like, oh crap. Yeah, yep, oh yeah. Doesn't help that I need new glasses. I haven't gotten new glasses for a while, so. That's a self-own. I'd like to blame that on just getting old, but some things you can actually fix on your own. If you get off your fat ass lens. Okay. We have another hidden stash filled with stuff that I can probably trade for cash. Sorry. Oh, we have a multiple. Oh, a diseased one. Yay. Well, one of them died. The diseased one undoubtedly is going to give me some unpleasant kind of cooties. I don't know, maybe it didn't give me cooties after all. You can get a belt pouch to expand my inventory space. Yes, I'm undoubtedly going to need that soon. As a wooden buckler. Leave that behind. And, dude, pick up the egg here, would you, Fadden? Look, there's an egg. Yeah, I know. That's why... Actually, it looks like it's a boatload of eggs. Is he done? Okay, he is done. We just got to get out. We can't get out. Drums. Drums in the deep. Duke Gaben, hey! The Steam Man himself. Well done, I'll give you a couple eggs for your trouble. I'm not usually so generous, but I happen to be in a jovial mood at the moment. Yay? Didn't I have eggs to turn into somebody? Take the Devourer egg to Pitney in Ashford. All right, Mr. Pitney. Wish you would announce Half-Life 3 instead of giving out quests in Guild Wars. Well, they had the whole storyline developed and just decided not to go with it. And I can understand why. The writer basically, I don't want to say leaked, but he talked about the planned story and what they were going to do with it. And it wasn't like it was bad or anything. But how do you follow up Half-Life 1 and 2 realistically and not have people be disappointed? Especially after so many years, you get expectations through the roof. Yeah, Alex was supposed to be pretty good. That was my understanding, too. I probably should have teleported, Just saying. Should have teleported. It's all over. All of his pigs have escaped. Well, life is hard when you're a pig keeper. Mr. Pitney? Gotta lure the queen into the open. You do the killing. Okay. Evidently, I'm going to kill the queen. I'm going to be a regicide. Not really an escort quest, but kind of does feel like one. Let's go, Pitney. Come on. You can hoof it a little faster, my friend. Quiet down there. Okay, Pitney. We got plague worms. Get ready for trouble. Well, it would have been nice if, Oh, the queen. Working on it. Mr. Pitney, you are not especially helpful. Just pointing that out. We are the champion. I figured I'd just go with a little bit of a Queen reference there. Never mind. Oh, yeah, you thought you'd get away before I could damage you. What are you doing on inventory? Yeah, we have no space left. Or not much. Mr. Pitney, worms can't be a problem now. But you got another quest for me, don't you? I'll find your bird. We're going to find that man's bird. He's really demanding, isn't he? I'm going to AFK for just a second while I refill my coffee cup. I will be right back. I'm coming. I warned you I'd be back. I gave you plenty of time. Yeah, I wonder where he put his bird, too. Let's see. We need to sell a bunch of stuff. Is there a vendor in here? We do have a vendor in here. Hi, Spence. How you doing? Let's see. Longbow. Water wand. Longbow. Cleaver. Longbow. Dull carapaces. That's right. I now remember what we wanted to buy from him, which was a ID. I don't have the gold for an ID kit. All right, well, can we sell 6 gold worth of stuff so we can afford an ID kit? The tall shield. Because I only use short shields, so. Oh, 25 uses. Excellent. Let's see what we've got. The divine symbol. Increased energy and armor while your health is low. Holy staff. Have skill recharges. Didn't have anything else on it. Didn't have anything special on it. Fire wand. Has recharge of spells. Chance 5%. I see. And this one is chance 10% because it's a staff. And water staff. Improved sale value. 57 gold. Well, we're just going to sell that one then. Because, I mean, sell for extra dollars. More dollar bills, yo. Let's see. That'll go in the offhand. You get less regular damage from that, but extra energy. We'll hold on to it. All right, prize Moa bird. It has a smiting staff as a reward. I could use a smiting staff, sure. Smiting sounds fun. Murdered by pirates is good. Oh, wait, it's back in there. Where is it? Oh, in the catacombs. We'll wait on the catacombs a little. Monk's mission. Catacombs. Catacombs. That's with another player. Ew. North from Ashford to the Green Hills. Prize Moa is in the catacombs. Green Hills County. To take Monk, follow the road southwest, enter Ashford Abbey, talk to... Yeah, I did that. I think I did it. I mean, I talked to him. I got the skills. Did I not do that? Do I have to go back to... Armin Saberlin? Brother Menlo? I can't not think of Menlo Park, which is a city in the Bay Area. A monk's mission. Where can I learn more skills? Where's the necromancer? Can you be found in the catacombs? Fine. That's not as helpful as I might have hoped for. I guess we're going into the catacombs. All right. I'm sure it'll be fine. Try to keep up. Excuse me? Extended finger? Oh, Necromancer Mun. Or possibly Necromancer Money. Money, 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 money. Well, if you've come to study, I can show you how to animate the dead once you've completed your lessons here. You wish to seek out other trainers. Not everyone can be a necromancer. Gee, not everyone can raise the dead and have them wander around. If you'll agree to destroy the nightmare he summoned, I'll show you where he went and give you a spell to help. Follow me and he'll show you where the last novice died. Oh, okay. Have to follow Mun. Money, 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 money. I can't stop myself. As is often, if not always, the case. I don't even think about the bad jokes and stuff. They come on their own. Kind of embarrassing. Okay, I'm going to follow Mun. Sorry, Paulus. I'm following Mun. I got Life Siphon and Animate Bone Horror. Can I animate a bone horror? Nope. I guess I can't animate undead a second time. So I need something that's alive to animate. I can't reanimate the dead. Well, that's disappointing. I'll hit him with that. It's a restless corpse. Here we are. Are you ready? I suppose so. She's certainly shaking it. Not that I've noticed, of course. That would be weird. The dead are restless, sometimes place candles on the forced stands. Are you not coming any longer, Necromancer Mun? Alright, she walked me here. You not coming? Says you're an ally. And got flame geysers and carrion devourers. Is this where we're not? She's not following me anymore, guys. Or leading me. All 4 braziers. The Necromancer's novice get past the fire traps in the burning section of the catacomb. Use bone horrors to trigger the traps. Devourer. Kill the Devourer. Make it a bone horror. Trying to animate a bone horror. I have a bone horror. Oh, it's dying, as they do. So it rezzed. Okay. This one set off the trap. Okay. Let's try to animate another bone horror. And we'll sick it on that thing. We have a deadly cesta as a reward. I think this is a dead end. Looks like a dead end. Is that Daddy Grenth? Big Daddy Grenth. So presumably the Flame Geyser is not rearmed. Let's hope. Okay, so we have successfully, I think, finished this one off. Although I didn't notice the Flame Geyser go off on the first one. We have attribute points. These, I think you can rearrange to your liking. Dynamically, if memory serves. Blood and death magic skills so far. Life Siphon and Vampiric Gaze. Death magic enemy bone. Deathly Swarm. Alright, and Soul Reaping. For every point of Soul Reaping, gain 1 energy whenever a non-spirit creature near you dies. Gaining energy this way 3 times every 15 seconds. Well, let's turn this into Necromancer Mun. Perhaps it's pronounced money and rhymes with honey, if you know what I mean. I hope you don't, for your sake. Most impressive. You dispatched that nightmare rather quickly. You show some real talent for the work. Thank you. You're very, very kind. have to light 4 fires somewheres. This looks like a dead end as well. But let's find out. Let's go ahead and reanimate a bone horror. Throw in a little deathless swarm. How about a life siphon? That thing is significantly tougher than the other things. A skeletal limb. I've got a bone to pick with you. Well, it's not a dead end, it seems like. Dead end there, but not a dead end here. Interesting. We will head back the other way. What was his name? Like the abbot, I think. Not to be confused with Costello, but boom. Went the other way back here. I guess we're done with Mun. Yes, Paulus the abbot. What's back over here? There he is. We have caught him up, so to speak. Over here. All right, Paulus. Hey, Paulus. Old guy music reference. We have a remembrance brazier, which I need to light. That's 1. Restless spirit. A restless corpse. A dead bow. Another restless spirit. Are they restless spirits? That's the second remembrance brazier. I am sadly, my life is ticking down. I'm not enthused about that. Is that due to the remembrance braziers? I'm going to go ahead and throw a heal on myself. It's not due to the remembrance braziers. Here we are. Are you ready? Am I ready for what? I am ready for not being dead. Oh, he's carrying something. Oh, okay. I'm now healing. Yay. Swamp water. When you're in the swamp water, you lose health over time. That's what it was. Okay. Note to self. Avoid swamp water in the future. It's bad. Where are you going? I'm going to throw him a heal. Because we don't want him dying either. I don't want to die. He doesn't want to die. None of us really want to die. Return to Mun. I have to return to Mun again. Olivia Mun? she's that away. Paulus, you need me to escort you the rest of the way, or you got this? Make sure he gets out the door. Really can't take him anywhere. All right, Mun's over here. Coffee break. There, I lit your candles of remembrance. You happy now? Appeasing the spirits wasn't so difficult after all, was it? Learning to understand the dead is the first step of understanding the art of the necromancer. Well, where can I learn more skills? No. Well, I don't know. Did she have anything else for necromancer? Cache of Blackwood can be found in the Green Hills country. Just past the shrine to Balthazar. About Balthazar. So, I'm from the future, and let's just say that we have some issues with Balthazar in the future. It's nothing big, nothing that can't be taken care of by killing him. He had this enormous mechanical thing that he'd created and was trying to suck the energy from a dragon, and it's complicated. It's pretty complicated. And he killed me also. Once per character, actually. Wasn't a fan. Paulus. He has a jaunty run. Brother Menlo. You've done quite well for your first task. Paulus reports the findings are most promising, and I think you might have great promise as well to advance among monks. You've shown you could be a good monk. Taking monk as a secondary profession will give you access to all monk skills and allow you to train in healing prayers, protection prayers, and smiting prayers, but you must still bear the armor of your primary profession. Would you make this commitment? I'll not be able to change. That's fine. I'm fine with that. No. I have max reputation in the game with Balthazar. He can't be that bad. Well, depends on what you mean by bad, right? He is fulfilling the role of the god of fire and war. So, you could say manifest destiny, that he was always going to end up fighting with both his peers and his underlings, you know? It was simply fate. If you're the god of war and fire, you're going to burn things and kill things. After a while, someone is going to take exception to that. Exactly, he's doing his gerb. Sadly, he does alienate his peers, who lock him in mist hell, until our friend lets him out. Ritlock. We can't take Ritlock anywhere. He makes a trip to the mists, and what does he do? He frees a renegade god who kills us. These are my friends. I'm ready to become a monk. I'm a monk. Help today. You need the blessings of Balthazar. Most who choose the ways of light do so because they are called by Dwayne to heal and protect others. We monks, however, also learn to call on Balthazar, smiting prayers and stuff. Oh, we got more stuff. What do we have? Retribution enchantment spell deals 33% of each attack's damage back to the source, a maximum of 5 times. And Symbol of Wrath. Spell deals 8 holy damage each second for 5 seconds. Hits foes adjacent to your initial location. Okay. What do we have? What do we have? What do we have? Let's see. We've got a Fire Wand. That's the one we set aside. We have a Grim Cesta. Physical damage. Not really my vibe, man. Physical damage. That's so sweaty. A Deadly Cesta. That's not a Cesta. That's a Cesta. That's a stick. Weirdest Cesta you'll ever see, that's for sure. And a dead bow. That actually sounds a little bit sad. We'll sell the Deadly Cesta. Improved sale value. Those are good. I like the improved sale values, got to say. Out we go. Let us actually talk for a moment about the human gods in the game, obviously. So, we can play Norn. In Guild Wars 2, we can play Norn, Char, Asura, Sylvari, and humans. Now, Char, obviously, are native to this world. We see them here. Norn, also native to this world. We'll note, because I actually checked, they cannot produce offspring with humans. I am certain there are lots and lots of humans and Norn who have tried. Lots. There are the Asura, of course, underground race driven out by Primordius. We have the Sylvari. Put your fingers in your ears if you haven't played Guild Wars 2. I'll give you a second. Fingers in ears. Good. Created by Mordermoth. And we have humans. Now, how did humans come to be on this world? Well, funny you should ask. You didn't ask, but you're going to hear anyway. The humans came when the human gods opened a portal from another place, led the humans through. What this means is humans are an invasive species on this planet. And the human gods, they're those guys who bring an invasive species into your country and it fucks up the crops. That's what the human gods are. And once they decide, you know, those dragons, they could fuck us up. The human gods bail. They just up and leave. Even Cormyr, the much loathed Cormyr, who was human, she bails too. So, humans are an invasive species that's been dropped off and left to screw up enormous parts of the world. It's just very, very strange to me that the other species of Tyria have not done anything about it. And since I have friends who are Guild Wars 2 players who have incredible conspiracy theories, my conspiracy theory from the new expansion is that the evident, more spoilers for the new expansion, big bad guy, he wants to save Tyria for its people. I will note, humans are not its people. My conspiracy theory is that he wants to bump off humanity. And I can't say he's wrong in wanting to do that. I mean, the humans haven't just screwed up Tyria for the other races. Adelburn blows up Ascalon. And is it Kilbron? Drops ore into the ocean. So 2 of the human kingdoms are destroyed by their own. Granted, there were influences beyond that, but basically, that's what happened. It is Guild Wars 1. Well, technically, it's Guild Wars. There's no 1. It's just Guild Wars. Okay, that requires me to go to the Green Hills country. Fields north and dispatch skeletons. Let's do this one. Guild Wars 1 is apparently having quite the little sort of mini boom with the announcements. The sights and sounds of a better time. A simpler time. Perhaps not a better time, but a simpler time. My understanding from one of the other people who was kind enough to raid in here is that they've been standing in Ascalon City all day answering questions from new players, which is kind of an interesting dynamic that the announcement of Reforged. Well, I mean, it got me off my fat butt to poke around in the game some more again, so I guess it's not that surprising. Guild Wars 1, look up Guild Wars Reforged. It's coming out on the 3rd, I believe. It's not like a remaster or a remake. Basically, they're changing some of the infrastructure and stuff, and they've also announced that it is already Steam Deck compliant. So presumably, I would guess that that also means that we're going to get, full controller support, I would expect. For Guild Wars 1, regardless of where. And who knows, maybe they're looking at it for 2 as well. If you're a Guild Wars 1 player, it is an important announcement. I would say it is fair to expect that it is going to bring a good number of new players into the game. And it is probably going to improve the experience of the older-timey players. It's a raging cadaver. And actually, it's kind of annoying. That's... Oh, plague worms? There's a whole bunch of them. I'm not feeling happy about my odds of being able to deal with a whole bunch of raging cadavers, given how much unpleasantness I experienced with that last one. Perhaps I can go around. Before entering a fight, you can use Retribution. Anyone striking you in melee will take damage. Right, that's that one. All right, we've got a hidden stash. See if we can get some more goodies. Chest is already open. The chest had absolutely nothing in it. That's just not fair. I would like to complain. I'm going to take it out. I'm going to murder a couple of Grawl. They don't really deserve it, but they're there, so... yeah. They are hitting remarkably hard. I gotta say, not a fan of it. I don't think there's any chance I can defeat those things. Travel the fields north and dispatch the skeletons there. I dispatched one, but it actually hit really hard. And I'm not convinced that I can... Skeleton Raider is low on health. Believe in myself. Okay, I believe that I can get myself killed. I really have faith that I can get myself killed. Okay, retribution would be good now. We are dying at an unacceptably fast pace and we're dead. So, it seems, evidently, that I cannot do it. But it's fine. I'm feeling much better now. That's true, I did meet my expectations. I possibly even exceeded those expectations, truth be told. Stop doing that. No problem, had it the whole way. Deathless, first time. Totally not lying about that. Mostly deathless. One really insignificant death, it's hardly worth mentioning. At all. In fact, I won't mention it again. Not even a scratch on my armor. Thank you, Brother Menlo. Let's see what else. We got bones. We got a Grawl necklace. Cursed staff. I think, occasionally, we're probably better off with that and that. We'll sell our stuff. To Spence. Hi, Spence. How you doing? Really, you want to buy my stuff for me? That'd be great. Let's see. Second profession is completed. We have to return to Armand Saberin in town. I'll do that shortly. What else do we have? Adventure with an ally. I'm sorry. I don't play with other human beings. That's Green Hills Country. Took off into the catacombs. Really? Another one in the catacombs? Seriously? Fine, we're going back into the catacombs, I guess. Let's go. Let's do it. Can't have a guy getting away with another man's bird. Sometimes you just have to draw a line. And stealing a man's bird is just not acceptable. Don't suppose Munn has anything else to say for me. No little green asterisk over their head, so. Yeah, no. Gwyn probably wanted something I just sold. Skeletal limbs, yeah, 3, yeah. Well, we'll try to remember if we come up with some more. Skeletal limbs. Alright, we are trying to find the prize Moa bird. You would think I would be able to suggest to him that he just buy another one, but I guess you can't always find Samoa when you need them. Yeah, I know. Believe me, I know. We'll go ahead. Oh, he's dead, that's right. Cannot res the already dead. You're not wrong. Boo is an entirely appropriate response to that, quote, joke, unquote. I've been playing for 2 hours. Please take a break. I'm an adult. I'll play for as long as I want. You're not the boss of me. I have one. Can I have two? You know, people have talked about running around with hordes of relatively short-term undead pets. Which way are we going? Well, one thing we can do for sure is kill that thing. Alright, so supposedly we're going in that direction, but I don't know if we go left to go that way or we go right to go that way. I'm going to guess this way. So it's almost certainly the other way, because if there's any constant in my gameplay, it's that I always choose the wrong way. Give me two choices, one of which is right, one of which is wrong. I will always choose a third way that's wronger. This does appear to be the correct direction. We have a second skeletal limb. If we nab a third, we can turn that in for some extra goodies. We need to be going that way. I think it's got to be this way. You can quote me on that. Oops. Oh, I have no available delicious corpses. to turn into bone minions. Bone horrors. I'm going through an awful lot of trouble for some guy's bird. Hey, dude. Come on, man. You killed my bone minion. Hey, another level for me. Ding 4. Oh, yeah. Guild Wars 2 is my primary game if I have one. I have 5,000 hours plus. I've streamed over, I think, 800 or 900 of it. So, yeah. Guild Wars 2 is my primary. It's about a third of my stream time over the course of the last 6 years. Okay. Well, gotta go, friend. This is not going ideally, I want to say. This is getting dicey. Yeah. If this is the right way, it's asking an awful lot of me. Gotten back into Guild Wars after several years. Well, one of the great things certainly about Guild Wars 2 is that taking time away, you come back, you don't feel like you've missed out on leveling. You don't need to go grind new gear. There's new content to do, but that's like the reward. I'm not comfortable thinking that I can go through those guys. Let's try the other way. I would certainly call myself a variety streamer because I play a lot of different games. But mostly it's MMOs or ARPGs is the biggest buckets that I play. Well, let's see if we can go this way instead, as there are too many dead things the other way. Oh, dear me. Maybe. We'll see. The good ones. Well, obviously, yes, I'm playing the good ones. I have occasionally played Bao. This is not going to go well, is it? No, it's not. I'm trying to think if I ever played any bad games. I have played a few games that pissed me off to the point where I quit them. Well, I expect this is going to get me killed. But you know, a man's got to do what a man's got to do. I mean, there have been games I played. Yeah, I have played some bad games. There have been games I played I knew weren't going to make any sort of long-term impression on me. A good example of that would be Elyon, which I played shortly after it came out. And I was expecting nothing. I was actually pleasantly surprised. The combat, the gameplay, was better than I expected. The rest of it was exactly what I expected. All right, we got the 2 cadavers. This is not great. Although they appear to be attacking the wall. They are attacking the wall, so I'm okay with this. Yes, I'm a dirty, filthy exploiter. Granted. So Elyon would be an example of one where I knew I wasn't going to particularly like it. But it ended up actually pleasantly surprising me in that the gameplay was good. The rest of the game was trash. The worst kind of boilerplate. Literally, it's like, to move on in the storyline, it was like complete 8 of these 15 tasks. And the tasks were all kill 10 rat type of things. So the Moa bird is dead. I've come all this way to rescue a dead bird. Oh, a crypt fiend. Hello. How about a little retribution? That way you can hurt yourself while you're trying to hurt me. Yeah, that's what I thought. Think of all the friends I made along the way. Well, in that game, none. Oh, we've got another crypt fiend. Charming. I'm strong. Could I be willing to find your poor bird? I found the bird. Because bird is the word. Am I supposed to do something with it? Oh, return to Pitney. Well, we'll return to Pitney. We'll just teleport. But that's an exception. I mean, I will play games that I don't expect I'm going to like. But not very often. I tend to be a harsh critic. And so one of the things I don't want to do is criticize a game unfairly. And if I don't even try the game, I don't feel like I can give a fair assessment. So there have been games I've played where, I at least just wanted to inform myself about the game so that I could discuss it cogently. Hi, Spence. Let's see. Bone staff. Sell that. We have 3 skeletal limbs. We can sell those to... Who was it? She was at the entrance back there. We'll turn around in just a second. The tribal blade and the spiked axe we need to ID. Highly salvageable. Oh, I don't have any of the salvaging. They're both highly salvaging. I'm not currently carrying any salvaging tools. I think we want to keep the divine symbol and therefore not use the 2-hand. Highly salvageable, highly salvageable. Sell that. You turn around and go back in where there's the NPC who wants the bone scrap thingies. Hi, Gwyn. Tony Gwyn? Let's see. Exchange. Crichton gloves. Frost artifact. Holy staff. Warhammer. I'll take the gloves. As I assume, whoops, that those are better than what I'm currently wearing. +5 armor 7. +5 armor 5. Pretty boring, but I guess a little armor improvement is better than none. Although I can't say it goes with my color scheme. It's a little disappointing. Oh well, it's a burden. All right, where's Pitney? Right, he's back in town to the right. Clowns to the left of me, Pitney to the right. All right, that's the Green Hills. Oh, no. It's Aragorn! I made that joke earlier. I can't help myself. I'm weak. Pitney, about your Moa. My precious bird is dead. And part of some kind of ritual, you say? Just my luck. Well, at least nothing worse can happen to me today. Ironic. In any case, thank you for your trouble. A smiting staff. That's a long sword. Smiting staff of shelter. Yeah, not that good. Gotta say, doesn't seem all that good. I think probably that's better. All right, second profession. We have to go back to town for adventure with an ally. Ew. And the other two are taking me to the Green Hills country. Well, let's head back to Ascalon City. Where the girls are pretty. Oh, we do have another quest. This is the town crier. Coordinate your efforts with Devona. I know where she is. We'll go back to her another time. But right now, these are all, well, for the most part, these are players. So, and it was, in my experience, maybe not quite this crowded, but pretty crowded. Armin. Choosing a second profession can be blah, blah, blah. Ready as any. That's good. You're prepared to head out. Go talk to Sir Titus. Well, I'm not ready to go yet. Path to glory. Well, of course, that would be appropriate for me. I will be glorious. Okay, maybe not. But I think I'm going to call it for this evening. I want to thank all of you guys for hanging out with me tonight. As always, I really appreciate it. I know streamers, they always say that. I have come to the conclusion we probably mostly mean it. Thank you very much. I should be back tomorrow at the usual time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, morning in Asia, Australia, and New Zealand, with more of my nonsense. I'm not sure if I'll be back here in Guild Wars 2 or doing something else. I know I do want to try out the Lost Skies now that was in full release a few months back. I haven't had a chance to play it since it went into full release. So that's on the schedule for things I want to do. I may put any more Guild Wars in pause mode until we get the Reforged for regular Guild Wars. Or I may be back at Guild Wars 2, or who knows. Hot tub stream. Not likely, but possible. Regardless, I am going to call it here. Again, thank you all very much for hanging out. Hopefully you will see me soon. Have a great rest of your Thursday, possibly Friday morning. And hopefully you can go quickly through Friday towards your fine and wonderful weekend. I'm back tomorrow. Take care and ciao for now. Bye, guys.